back at McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Baylor Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Baylor head coach before the game. This is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go, but he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. Using his legs, it's Morris. Got room at the 35. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Trying to take it back at the 30.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Great place to start for this offense. Simmons. Good timing on the quick out. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third down, here's Hardy. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
This offense is putting a drive together. Nice job. Opening drive, you got a script. You want to execute. You want to go down the field, really set the tone. Nice third down conversion, and now set up first and goal. This offense has a chance to really make a statement.
Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Throwing Simmons. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throwing catch.
A short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown Tigers. First points of the day are on the board. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there, they didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Baylor! No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Racing down the left side. Inside the 30. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Missouri!
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. We've had some early action here as they take over, trailing 13-7. Quarterback making checks. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Throwing, Lagway. Shows him the stiff arm. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. That's caught. It's Livingston. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And with the pick six. Touchdown Bears! Lining up for the point after and the lead.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point puts them on top by one. And here he comes out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This has all the makings of a high-scoring game. They've got it back trailing 14-13. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Throwing on the run. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Looking for a gap. It's Morris. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Lagway. Rushes on him. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Going long. Makes a deep grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bears!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. There's a fine line between confidence and recklessness, and here he comes out of the end zone. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. They'll give it to Hardy. Breaks the tackle. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
Love the play call, and I love being aggressive there in the first play of the drive, backed up on your own end. There's a lot of coordinators that would just try to run the ball, get some more room, get into a rhythm, but they're taking a shot right away, find some real estate. Receiver, QB on the same page. That's looking really...
He uncorks one deep. He's got it down the field. Brought down after the huge gain, gets this offense set up at the 27. From the gun, give to Hardy. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hardy. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And they did tack on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. They're going to run it. It's Morris. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. That was an entertaining first quarter. Fireworks all over the place, as will be indicated in our first quarter stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They'll run it to the right. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
And the Bears will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. They march to the end zone the last time they had it. Do it again, and they'll be on top. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Throwing on the run. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this school.
That's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on for a massive fumble recovery.
Looking for a crease. It's Morris.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Flagway wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Morris. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
Dropping back, it's Flagway. Under fire. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Got a little grass. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Using the quick game. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front.
Touchdown, Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job between the quarterback and tight end on that play. In this area of the field, these windows are really small, so you've got to have great timing. QB and tight end showed you right there.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Edwards. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Picks up the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Here's Simmons to throw. He wants to go deep. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Finds some room. Into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here's Lagway to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Here's a give to Hardy. Maybe some room here. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Right back to Hardy on first down. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Missouri!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the ground, it's Morris. Turning it on. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
With the catch, it's Smith. Strong, firm tackle. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun on third down, Lagway. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Here they come on 4th and short from the 50. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Bears will try to pick it up on 4th down. They'll call a timeout. Play clock running short. It was down to 5 before the stoppage. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. When you're around midfield, there's not really much of a choice. Go for it on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. 4th down, Lagway. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. DJ Lagway to throw again. Smith with the grab over the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Throwing, Lagway. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Makes the grab. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. This will likely be the last play of the half. Throwing again, here's DJ Lagway. Touchdown, Baylor! Better fasten those seatbelts. These offenses are cruising.
There was a lot of pressure on this offense on this drive, knowing they had an opportunity to take the lead into halftime if they could execute. If they get this extra point after that touchdown, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the number 22 team, the Texas State Bobcats.
He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
College football, man, there's so much speed on the field now. Your safeties are smaller, they're quicker, they're faster, they're more versatile than ever. They can rush the passer. You can send them at any time. Great job by the free safety, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack.
Snags it and he's open. And he'll be brought down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He'll do it himself on the draw. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Simmons. He's going to fire deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will give them the lead. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and give him 16 on the year. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. They'll go to the ground. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Flagway. Here's a heat. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Flagway from the gun on third down. Makes the catch. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Bears are moving quickly down the field. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Flagway. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Tigers. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
What?
Oh, he's got some space. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Finding some room. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Give to the running back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And the Bears with the 1st and 10. Flagway wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Caught. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Bears want to pick up the tempo. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not...
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Throwing Simmons. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The pocket broke down and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Throws to the wideout. Open on the left side is Smith. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Here's Lagway to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
And the Bears are in the hurry up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Lagway will try to get it from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Lagway to throw for it on 4th. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Bears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to Pater. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Again, it's Hardy. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes.
There's a crease. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Hardy. Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roberts. They get him stopped at the 26, but 40 picks up 5 yards.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. The give to Hardy. Makes it past the marker. There's some room. Headed to the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to...
Oh, they want the 2, and the holder's going to try to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Missouri, 54, Baylor, 42. Number 19, set to advance on the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing, Lagway. Fires to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Under fire. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Here's a throw downfield late. Makes the grab down the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lagway bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. It's complete to the left. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the 1st down, and let's see if they go for it here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 4th down, Lagway. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Running inside, it's Hardy. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Missouri wants to go fast.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. One more time, it's Hardy. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.